day and night. I feel like a king, oh yeah. And baby, can't help but stare. Such a rush, baby. Oh, when you touch me, baby. Such a rush, baby. When you love me, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, guys and dolls, cats and chicks, you're listening to Viva ENT. This is Johnny the Capo. I'm your host. Today, I'm here in the studio with my co-host, Mr.
Devin the other dude.
Devin the other dude, and the greatest producer in all of Seattle, Mr.
Hey, it's Eric.
CC Rider. Keep me satisfied, baby.
All right.
That was good. That was a good CC Rider. We got a great show for you today, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about the year 1980, and we're up to about number 27, 28 on the charts.
This is 1980 Part 3, if you're following along on our year-to-year series.
Yeah, because we left off with number 26, which was Robbie Dupree, Steal Away.
Yeah, great song. I remember that for sure. Real quick, I want to mention anybody that's in the group listening to the show, Viva ENT, Talk Radio, Rock, Pop, and Soul, on Facebook. Welcome aboard. And we're going to post the show probably later tonight.
Yep. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you're on the Viva ENT Studios YouTube channel or Devin Creisler Studios YouTube channel.
Absolutely, for sure.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. Subscribe to the Viva ENT Studios and
and enjoy the Facebook group. It's fun. We got 908 members, and
we do. We're
getting more by the day.
We certainly do have. We're growing and growing. It's incredible. Anyway, so where are we at now?
Well, we're up to number 27. The biggest part of me, Ambrosia.
Oh yes, I remember that. I remember the guy's voice was a pretty cool voice. Yeah, it was a big hit. Very easy listening type thing.
Yeah, and I know this song and I know the name Ambrosia, but I gotta say I don't know anything about the band. How about you guys?
I think they were a one-hit wonder for the most part.
Apparently they had 5 top 40 hit singles between 75 and 1980. How Much I Feel, Biggest Part of Me, You're the Only Woman, Holding On to Yesterday were all apparently big hits.
How Much I Feel, I remember.
Looks like this is their only time on this year's list.
Baby.
So that's David Pack on vocals. He was the guitarist and vocalist, along with Joe Purta, who was the bassist and vocalist. So they kind of shared vocal duties.
Yeah, like I said before, they kind of remind me of the sound that Player had in the 70s.
Yeah, very, very much in that same kind of vein of kind of easy listening, soft rock stuff.
And the guy
a lot of soft rock in the charts in 1980.
I guess so, huh? That stuff was going on. The thing about this song, like I said before we came on the show, that the guy had an exceptionally good voice.
Yeah.
What do you think, Dev?
Well, transitioning from all the disco, this is refreshing, actually.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
A bit fluffy, a bit slow.
I can't wait till the rock starts coming in into the 80s or something. I know it does. And where are we now?
Well,
can I just say that Ambrosia's original name was Ambergris Might?
Yikes.
And I think maybe if they had stuck with that, they might not have had the hits, the success that they had as Ambrosia.
Yeah.
Dreamy.
You just never know, you know?
Sounds like they were kind of struggling for a name there.
Apparently there was another band that was calling themselves Ambergris. So they had to change their name. And boy, they really lucked out in that scenario, because if they had stuck with that, they might not have gotten off the ground.
I'd say so.
And, well, this is it. Kenny Loggins, that's number 28.
Kenny Loggins, yeah.
Along with Kevin McDonald.
Yeah,
Michael McDonald, not Kevin McDonald.
Oh, really? Michael McDonald on this?
Yeah, Michael McDonald and Kenny Loggins together.
This is it here.
I got the sequence jacket on today, baby.
And at that time, Michael McDonald was really like one of the hardest working men in show business.
He's all over the place.
He was all over all these different records. Guessing.
He certainly was.
Always survive. Now I'm not so sure you're waiting here. One good reason to try.
Oh yeah.
But what more can I say? What's left to provide?
And Kenny Loggins, also known for the soundtrack to Caddyshack.
Yeah, Loggins.
Of course, yeah. Kenny Loggins had a big career in the 80s with his soundtrack work.
Yeah, and of course, don't forget his all-time biggest hit, Footloose.
Yep, Footloose, of course, another big soundtrack song, and Danger Zone, of course, from Top Gun. Another big soundtrack song.
And I'm All Right. Yeah, Caddyshack was released in 1980.
I'm all right.
One of my favorite sports movies.
Yeah. I think he could probably had a hit with that without Michael McDonald, probably.
Yeah, it's hard to say, but I think Michael's contribution definitely added to the song and helped boost it up for sure in the charts.
Yeah, you're right about Michael McDonald. He was all over the place. He was singing duets with everybody, and
apparently he co-wrote the song with Kenny.
Well, maybe he said, "Kenny, I got a good song."
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like it. No question about it.
I like this next song too. Cupid, I Loved You for a Long Time. The Spinners, number 29.
Okay, yes, indeed. We talked about the Spinners on last week's show as well because they had another big hit in the charts. But this one,
yeah, bend back my bones.
I think this was a hit.
Yeah, big hit
for other artists before. I think, right?
Yeah, I believe this is an old Sam Cooke hit.
That's right. They kind of updated it, made it a little disco.
Yeah, even the lead vocalist sounds a little bit like Sam on the cut.
That's right, yeah.
They did a good job of... Very good job on a Sam Cooke classic. I think they really did the song justice. Up-tempo, different arrangement, smooth as silk, best R&B as you can get.
Yeah, originally a big hit for, as you said, Sam Cooke back in 1961.
Right, when Sam was turning them out pretty good till he ran into tragedy.
Yeah, Sam Cooke was great. They had in the 8-track in the Blues Brothers movie. They were playing some Sam Cooke.
Yeah, Sam Cooke was okay. He had a tragic ending, but anyway, the real reality is focusing on his career and all the great things that he did.
Yeah,
really, a lot of artists had tragedy, but I like to think about
in the glory days.
The glory days, all right, good way to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Spinners, artistically, a great group as well.
I thought they did good work. They were kind of like in the same vein as the OJs, kind of. OJs being a little more funkier,
right?
Motown, they definitely.
But they definitely sounded Motown-ish. But they went with Motown.
Weren't they?
I don't think so. No.
I think they were from Detroit, so it'd be.
Check
crazy.
The facts.
Yeah, they at one point
one of the labels is Motown.
Yeah, they were on Motown.
No kidding.
And occasionally known as the Motown Spinners. So
you got me on that one.
Yeah,
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, because Working My Way Back to You, of course, was a big hit, the number 14 for the year. So we talked a little bit about them last week. But there's a band, I guess, in the UK at the same time called the Spinners. So they sometimes went as the Detroit Spinners and sometimes the Motown Spinners.
But then the Spinners U.S. became much more famous.
Yeah, I think they eclipsed definitely the success, just like Ambrosia eclipsed the success of ambergris.
Yeah, I hope so.
Right there. Who made it on the list and who didn't?
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get serious. Number 30, Jermaine Jackson.
Yeah, Jermaine Jackson from the Jackson 5, trying to start a solo career like Michael Jackson did, but maybe not quite the success.
No.
And I'll be honest, I don't know this song at all. I don't remember it.
I definitely don't. It was he kind of got automatic entry into getting his music played because of the name, but I don't really think he ever had a real big hit.
Yeah, I mean, aside from this one, which
I've heard this one before, but
this is probably his
not
biggest.
years. So.
Yeah, I've never heard it. I might have heard it.
Number
once or
30
twice.
for the year. Yeah,
hard to believe. Very hard to believe. But it must have did well because it wouldn't be number 30.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still play it in grocery stores.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah.
It's
all right.
Yeah.
I don't think it's particularly special.
No.
It doesn't really stand out of the songs of 1980, if you ask me. But, it was popular.
Not a magical song. Like the Spinner's Cupid was really kind of a magical type thing.
Yeah, and definitely not in the same league as some of the early Michael Jackson hits from that time period.
Well, Michael was lucky he got tied up with Quincy Jones. And
Exactly.
Quincy said, "Hey, man,
Super producer.
Let's go this way."
And yeah, he had Rock With You at number 4 earlier.
Yeah.
So yeah, Michael Jackson definitely eclipsing his brother. Kind of like the competition with the Bee Gees a bit. They have their different.
Yeah.
Not really competition, but.
Yeah, I agree.
The difference was the Bee Gees were rooting for the success of their brothers, I think, because they wrote the songs and
they were
produced.
making money off of it.
Yeah, so everybody made money off that Bee Gees explosion.
Benefited.
Yeah, that's a big difference. Whereas the Jermaine Jackson, Michael Jackson, they probably had different contracts, different
record labels and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't Fall in Love with a Dreamer. Kenny Rogers and Kim Carnes.
Kim Carnes.
Kim Carnes, yeah.
Carnes.
Like I've done so many times.
Yeah, Kenny was on a run.
I was so
Don't.
sure this would be the night. You closed the door and wanted to stay with me, and it'd be so easy to tell you I'd stay, like I've done so many times
Before, baby. Don't fall in love with me.
Of course, we've talked a lot about Kenny Rogers because he was very successful during this time period in the late 70s and early 80s here. But I think this may be our first chance to talk about Kim Carnes.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, so, I mean, of course, her biggest hit was Betty Davis Eyes.
Right.
Well known for her voice. Not so much on this song, but on other songs, she's got that great kind of raspy delivery, especially on Betty Davis Eyes, that sometimes got her a comparison to Rod Stewart.
Spoiler alert, that's the number 1 song in 1981.
No kidding.
Betty Davis Eyes?
Yeah.
Perfect. So, yeah.
Smooth as Silk, Kenny in his best voice. And I don't know much about Kim Carnes, but I know that, she had a unique voice for sure.
Yeah, she began back in the 60s. She's still alive, age 75.
Oh, that's great news.
Try to get her on the show. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. Well, she started her first album released in 71. So it took her a little while to finally start seeing the big success that collaborating with Kenny Rogers helped deliver. I mean, she did have the occasional lower end of the charts hit before this, but she wasn't really a superstar by any means.
Now, did Betty Davis Eyes come after this or before?
Yes, yeah.
After?
81, yeah.
After this. And she had minor hits in 1980, More Love and Cry Like a Baby, but 81 was when Betty Davis Eyes
that was
made her
huge.
number 1.
That was a huge hit, yeah.
And then she kind of tapered off again after that. But for a brief moment there, she was big time.
I believe it.
Well, she still has like in '88 "Crazy in Love," so
Yeah.
but that's later.
I'm cool with the song. It's great.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Great. The next great song is "Sailing" by Christopher Cross.
Oh yeah, here we
Yeah,
go.
of course, we talked a little bit about Christopher Cross last week because he had another big hit, which was it was "Ride Like the Wind."
Yeah.
So this debut album from Christopher Cross really put him on the map really quickly, and with two massive hits. "Sailing," I remember hearing all over the radio and
Yeah.
anytime I went to the dentist as a kid.
It peaked at number 1 in the U.S. Billboard.
Yeah. He had his share of big hits.
But this actually based on a true story, him and his dad going sailing when he was a kid.
Sailing.
And he remembered the details of that and put it into a song.
Yeah.
So a lot of people thought it was a love song at the time, but it was kind of a love song to his dad.
Oh, cool.
Well, it's not far down to paradise. At least it's not far.
Wow.
If the wind is right, you can sail away and find tranquility. Oh, the canvas can do.
Can't wait to go sailing again.
Just you wait.
They're as smooth as silk. It's got the magic. You know.
Oh, I guess I was wrong. It wasn't his dad. It was a friend that took him sailing as a kid. So
Oh, boy.
my mistake there. Sorry, Christopher. But nevertheless, based on true life experiences.
Yike.
And interesting thing, this is one of the first songs to be recorded digitally and produced digitally.
No kidding.
And he also won a Grammy for the song for Song of the Year and Arrangement of the Year for this song.
No kidding.
And it helped him win the Best New Artist Award. So he did really well, the Grammys that year.
My memory is that he was very...
Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Arrangement of the Year.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he-
go
Yeah,
ahead.
incredible.
My memory is he was very critically successful with the critics. Everybody just loved what he did. It was like, he could do nothing wrong.
Arthur's theme, that was a good one.
Another one. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's still playing with Ringo Starr and his all-star band.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he made a big splash early on, and then the career kind of tapered out after a few years. After Arthur's theme, it was kind of
He had
you
his
didn't
run.
see Christopher Cross in the charts too much after that.
Right. He wasn't. He was kind of a, I won't say odd type of performer, but he was. He was not. He was not going to electrify you on stage, and he probably didn't really have a Vegas type show, or, so he probably ran his luck, and no artist lasts forever. That's for sure.
That's true.
He had
But
7 on that one, so that was.
How many?
Oh no, just like in craps, like you win a 7. Like,
Yeah.
well, soft rock really just dominated the
No
charts.
kidding. It's
including Christopher Cross, but
it's putting me to. Yeah.
yeah, we're definitely in the soft rock block here because the next song, Longer, by Dan Fogelberg,
Another
number
one, huh?
33. This one, one of those all-time soft rock songs.
Yeah. Something was going on at 80.
Yes,
Stronger than any
some powerful sedatives were being used.
truer than
Very.
any tree ever grew.
to make a go to sleep song list with these.
Yeah, I'm ready to go now.
Yeah, there's not that many songs nowadays that I just completely hate because I can always see the artistic merit. I can see that someone worked really hard, but I gotta say, Longer by Dan Fogelberg is not a favorite by any stretch for me. I don't know about you guys.
It's more of a. I don't want to get politically incorrect, so I'll say it's a nice, easy listening song. But yeah,
I put stars next to some of these songs. This is not getting any stars. Yeah.
Well, of course, he had a couple other hits, Same Old Lang Syne and leader of the band. But this was really the song that
That's
everybody remembers him for. Originally out of Illinois, and hey, more power to him. He had some success, but
power to the people.
if they erase this from existence, like that Beatles movie where yesterday where nobody had somehow heard of the Beatles or any of their songs, if they did that with Dan Fogelberg, I wouldn't mind. Sorry, Dan.
Yeah, I got it.
Less of a rock in the pool there, him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So number 34 is "Coward of the County," Kenny Rogers.
That's right.
This is another, gosh.
Very country-ish, but still soft rock, Kenny.
Yeah.
The coward of the county.
I think they even made a movie about it, too. And
It never stood one single time to prove the county wrong.
Kenny was on a little run, man. 80, 81, 82,
That's
83.
right.
Called him yellow.
Well, they did make a movie of it then. That's like two movies, because The Gambler was a big movie.
It might have
he
been.
started in too.
In those days, they had the TV movie of the week type thing. So it wasn't really like released in theaters, but it was probably a TV movie, along with The Gambler, same thing. I mean, The Gambler was not released in theaters, but it was a TV movie.
Yeah, I remember it was successful though, and they made a few sequels.
It was, yeah.
But this one came out between "You Decorated My Life" and "Don't Fall in Love with a Dreamer."
Yeah,
all three were big hits.
He's scoring hits like crazy, Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
The cheek.
I hope you're old enough to understand.
People were watching Dallas back then.
Real man.
Country, the people.
Yeah, country really had a moment. It was kind of crashing into the mainstream in a way that it kind of hadn't really in the 60s and 70s so much.
I think Kenny Rogers kind of helped that thing.
Absolutely.
Because, he was pretty much a folk singer in the beginning. Then he had some pop hits.
Psychedelic rock stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And he had Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town. And then his career started cooling down.
But he still made it to the Country Music Hall of Fame in 2013.
Oh, no question about it. But, when his career was cooling down, and then he went into that little country thing with Lucille. He picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille, and Coward of the County, and songs like that, and he was scoring major on the country charts. Yeah,
he was born in Houston, Texas, 1938. It's about country as it gets there.
Yeah, he started with the New Christy Minstrels, I think, back in the day before that. But anyway, what a great career the guy's had. He's put out great records, great sound. He's always, been more than a solid entertainer for sure.
Passed away in March of last year. So.
Man.
Yeah, but it's survived by Christopher Cody Rogers. Has got a bunch of children. So.
That kills me. Mm-hmm.
We'll have to maybe get one of the kids on the show, like Dina Martin, daughter of Dean Martin.
I love to get her back on.
Yep. Well, this next song is number 35, "Ladies' Night," Kool and the Gang.
Oh, thank God.
Kool and the Gang were on fire.
Are you talking about Ladies' Night?
In 1980, because they had two back-to-back hits, Ladies' Night
Turn it up, man.
and Too Hot. And these were both great dance songs.
Oh, yeah.
Bring back the disco, actually.
I was jamming in the clubs with this one.
Waking back up. Don't want to put our listeners to sleep.
Put me to sleep. Yeah. Hollywood.
This was the title track from the album Ladies' Night.
Yeah, great. Kool and the Gang, they had it, man. They just had it. They had a great career.
They're so cool.
They're very cool, and they always put out great records.
And that's Kool, not with a C.
That's right.
That's right.
Cool, baby, cool.
Yeah, because Robert Kool Bell and Ronald Bell, two brothers, formed the band in '64 back in Jersey City, New Jersey.
Yeah, stay with me tonight, Mom. Yeah.
If you hear any noise, it ain't the boys.
It's Ladies' Night.
Years active, 1964 to present day.
Yeah, still going.
Working on ladies' night.
Also known as the Jazzy Acts, the Soul Town Band, the New Dimensions, and Cool in the Flames.
Wow.
I kind of like Cool in the Flames.
I do too.
Cool in the Gang, again, if they hadn't changed the name to Cool in the Gang, who knows if the Jazzy Acts would have been anywhere near as successful.
Yeah, Cool in the Gang is a good name.
It's a big gang now.
They probably got some flack from James Brown's band, the Famous Flames. You know, because if they were trying to use the name Flames, they probably got a little heat.
Probably.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, just like 20 people on stage sometimes. So.
Oh, I know.
Well, if they felt that heat, it might have been too hot.
Too hot.
They make
too
the
hot,
list.
baby.
Again, Cool in the Gang. Too hot.
Back to back. Great song, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We took the vows of man and wife forever for life. I remember how we made our way, a little patience, the times we prayed.
'Cause it's too hot, baby.
Can't imagine that this love is through. Feeling the pain, girl, when you lose. Oh,
'Cause it's too hot.
Too hot.
Too hot, lady.
gotta run for shelter.
Gotta run for shade.
Yeah, you just can't argue with it.
Oh.
They got so many hooks. And
Oh,
it's
man,
just
smooth as
catchy. Yeah, and still very, very danceable. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
we're all three here grooving in the studio.
Well, we've been
listening
asleep for 20 minutes.
and you know, hard to turn that one down
Yeah.
for sure.
No question.
Because it's just so great. But you know, we got to get to our next song, which was also kind of in the Cool in the Gang vein of funky R&B soul that was big in 1980, the SOS Band,
Yeah.
which originally stood for Sounds of Success Band.
Really?
Yeah.
kidding.
Take your time, do it right.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Nice funky keyboard.
Number 37 for the year.
I'm still waiting for the kick to come in for me.
Take your time.
I don't quite recognize it yet.
Nice change of pace from the soft rock sounds that were kind of lulling us to sleep.
Thank God for R&B in 1980.
That's right. Let's jump a little ahead on this one.
Yeah, I barely remember this. Oh, no. Yeah, no, I remember it. Baby.
Originally from Atlanta, Georgia,
Yeah.
also known as Santa Monica.
Yeah.
That's not a bad name.
No, they got a good sound. I remember the record now. Everything's cool.
One of the earlier acts to be produced by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Of course, the super production team that went on to produce tons of people. Most famously, Janet Jackson
Okay.
scored big
oh,
hits.
yeah, Janet.
But also, I believe they worked with Herb Alpert when he came back with some hits in the 80s.
No kidding.
Yeah, so lots of big hits, and SOS Band was one of the first groups that they worked with.
Yeah, years active, 1977 to present day. And
Baby, right? Baby.
This was their biggest hit. Was the number one R&B hit, number 3 on the Hot 100 charts. Also, their song SOS, dit dash 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 dit dit. I can't help but think maybe the title hampered that success a little bit. That one went to number 20 though on the R&B charts. They had a bunch of other R&B hits, but as far as crashing over into the pop charts, they didn't really do too much beyond this.
they're post-disco. Yep.
Yeah, but still very disco.
Just Good to Be Me and The Finest, other good songs by them too. Well, the next song is number 38, No More Tears, Enough is Enough, Barbra Streisand and Donna Summer.
No,
I tell you what, I
let's,
did not.
let's hear it.
Yeah, I can't say I remember this one, and I
remember the title.
But did anybody see this team up coming
No.
before it happened? Because Donna Summer, of course, and Barbra Streisand, two very different artists. Of course, both of them had big success back then.
And
but
Barbara was scoring some hits in the early 80s, too. And
Yeah.
She teaming up with other artists like Barry Gibb and
Well, the
Neil
song was released in
Diamond.
79, but carried over to 80.
Cool. I remember it.
It's raining,
Oh, yeah. It's pouring.
my love life.
And then it turns into a disco thing. I think the tempo changes on it.
After all these,
Traditional.
no sunshine, no moon,
Falling back to sleep.
Yeah, but at least they're
sad,
gorgeous voices.
Couple angels there.
Yeah.
now this was recorded for Barbra Streisand's album called Wet.
Yeah, I remember it. She had a racy cover with, that type of thing.
but he turned out to be like every other man I loved.
The first half of this might be the squarest record that Donna Summers was ever involved with.
Well, I think it picks up right here. Oh, maybe not, man.
And I got to say, so far this is not jogging my memory, but
I remember it slightly. It wasn't.
let's see if it picks up a little bit later. There
There
we
we
go.
go. I know it.
Back his raincoat, show him out.
This is danceable.
The eye and simply shout. Enough is enough.
Oh, yeah. I remember that hook.
I can't go on no more, no.
Wow.
I want him out. I want him out. That's all now. I always dream
Very cool.
All right, still don't remember it, but
Yeah, I
it's
remember.
interesting. Kind of followed that Donna Summers formula of the slow intro, followed by that pounding disco beat.
Like Let's Dance type thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's take a short break. We're going to get my buddy Eddie Redmond on the show, who's a friend of the show and one of our sponsors for sure.
Grand Event Rentals.
Oh yeah, he loves music. That's the cool thing about him. So we'll take a short break.
Perfect. Yeah, and as we go to break, perfect time to play Kim Carnes.
Cool.
We already talked about her, but More Love was a big hit for her, number 39 for the year in 1980.
Very cool.